Uh, I'd rather you do color because I'm not. I'd rather you do color since they're watching your stream. Yeah. I'll just let you do your flow and then I'll pop in every once in a while. Oh. I got him flipped then. I'm not. Yeah, that's kind of. I guess that's what I do more. I don't like. Basically, my setup with Cardi is, um, from like from like pick phase to like probably like halfway through prep, or if I still talk all the way through prep is when I talk. Usually about the last round. I usually talk about the last round, and I talk about the inviting round after, and then and then I let him take over, and he does the play by play for the entire round, and then that's kind of how we do it. I'll handle all the invites and stuff. Oh, okay, that's good. Night Haven, 5.2 defending. It's so weird that they don't allow you to do periods. You could do like commas. I don't know. I think it's weird as fuck. That is funny. Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. Sounds good. I'm gonna hate that guy. No, I don't actually. He's on my team. I love him. Souls is cool. I didn't know he liked me as much as he did. I didn't know I was there for his first ever league game. I'm being like called Unk now. It's really weird. Like I'm only 19, and I got a lot of people calling me Unk. Shit blows. Maybe. It's kind of an FPR thing to do, but I guess every team does it nowadays. Yeah, sure.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Champions League Week 4, hosted by me, 4, and I got the lovely Frack joining me today.
Yep.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Frack, owner of FVR now, again for the 25th time. Caster, I usually am on the, what's his name, Cardi's cast, usually, but I'm going to be doing it up with 4 today.
Yep. So, tonight we got 5.2 versus RPK. It should be, honestly, a pretty stellar matchup. And then I'll actually be doing a doubleheader following that with, I believe, Void versus God's Favor. Then, I think, isn't there a third game also live tonight? I could be wrong. Could be stupid.
Yeah, I believe there is a triple header. Let me try to see what it is real quickly.
I think it's CC versus Obey.
Yep.
It's you and Cardi casting CC versus Obey tonight.
Yep, I do know that.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, this game will impact standings pretty good. Let me pull up the divisions real fast. We're going to start with Alpha Division because that's where we're at. Yeah, if 5.2 wins this, they stay on top. If they lose this, I believe 619 will go above them. And they could actually tie themselves up to where RPK is at. So this is like a major, all hands on deck situation for the standings here. If I'm 5.2, I'm showing up with everyone gunning tonight.
Definitely.
Now let's take a look at Bravo Division. I think you can pull that up, can't you, Frack?
Yeah, I got it up.
All right. I think there might have been a couple games played out of this one already because there was 2 Monday night games, which were 619 versus FVR. That was in Bravo Division, and Yuck versus the Order.
Yep.
So that'll be pretty much determining who stayed on top there.
Order did beat Yuck, so they kind of secured their number 1 spot. And then FVR did end up beating 619, so FVR will probably make playoffs as well.
I was about to say, with FVR winning that one, that would put them, they were still above the playoff line before they took on, who'd they play against, 619?
Yep.
Yeah, all they did was pretty much really cement themselves in for playoffs. Let me hide that Alpha Division. Yeah, I mean, that moves the Order back up to above Yuck. CC versus, Obey tonight? Is that what we said, right?
Yeah, it's game of the week, I believe.
No.
Oh, no. Sorry, it's Order. Sorry, yeah, my bad.
That CC versus Obey game really won't challenge standings too much. It just will set 3rd and 4th place.
Definitely.
I mean, that should still be a very entertaining one to watch, especially with Cardi casting it. I mean, his production just blows mine right out of the water. It's almost like he actually designed the overlays we use, so he's fluent at using them. You able to invite Stretch?
I could send him another invite, yeah.
Alright, yeah, it's not letting me invite him. Oh, now I can. Alright. So, you want to talk about our predictions here?
Yeah, sure. In this game, I am going to be going for RPK. I do think RPK is the better team here, especially on a map like Nighthaven. I've seen 5.2 on Nighthaven. Not the biggest fan. They did have to put in a lot of work to beat FVR on this map, or sorry, I think Void on this map earlier. I think it was a week 1 matchup. I wasn't the biggest fan. I think their defenses are okay and their attacks are okay as well. I'm not really liking them too much, but yeah, RPK wins in my opinion.
RPK?
Like 7-4, 7-5, yeah.
Alrighty, give me 2 seconds. Let me bump that onto there. So I'm going to have to kind of agree with you. I think gun skill wise, RPK might blow 5.2 out of the water. However, 5.2 does have that Vizix pickup. Was it Vizix and I think Zemphi both joined this, like, you know, they both pulled over to 5.2. So they're definitely going to be like the X factor that we have to pay attention to during this game. But I'm definitely in agreement that I think RPK should dog walk away with this one at the end of the day. So is the community as a 13-14 vote. I mean, I don't think we've had one actually closer than that.
No. This week is really close in general. A lot of close games, voting wise.
There has been some very, very close games.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If this game's even happening, I mean. It looks like we've got some disgruntled members about the time here. Yeah, so yeah, we're both in agreement that RPK takes this. 7-4, 7-5 area.
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty, because like I hate to already have you in the loop on this one, but I've casted every single blowout game that there has been this season.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, not even every single blowout, but every single like blowout that was also just reversed a prediction. So the fact that all of us are in agreement, me, you, and community, I think we might be screwed, sir. I'm thinking 5.2 could take this one away, but my vote's already locked in.
I think that they're definitely going to put up a fight. I mean, RPK, yes, they have gun skill, but 5.2 is 5.2. Stretch is a great IGL. He's going to will his team on. He's going to do pushes. I think they excel on their attacks. We could see what they can do on a map like Nighthaven. They will be defending first, obviously, but if they get a 3-3 split here, this game could be very interesting. But if you're looking at a 2-4, 1-5 split, not really liking their chances.
No. I will say RPK starting the attack, I think, will benefit them. You know, as they tend to lean more attacker-sided when they play. So, you know, maybe 5.2 has a good defensive strategy to keep them out of the building, keep them out of sight. But if they don't, I think RPK just walks in and just brute forces their way through. Speaking of attacker-sided, have you seen the new operator yet?
Yeah, I'm very excited for his competitive potential. Looks like a very fun operator.
That it does. I'm very excited to see where this operator goes.
Yeah, I'm just hoping he's not too strong, so we get to see him getting banned 24/7, and we actually get to see him playing competitive play. Because when you look at a map, when you look at a guy like Blackbeard, they don't really get to see him played that much because of the bans. I mean, rightfully so, but you know.
I mean, Blackbeard did come in and flip the meta on its face.
That is true. That is true.
I'd like to see this operator maybe not quite be to that point, but yeah, definitely. I hope that they shake it up a little bit.
Yeah. The new Glock, too. The new pistol Glock thing. I'm excited for that, too.
The new Glock looks amazing. Like, that's got to be probably one of my favorite additions coming.
Definitely.
Alrighty, let's see. We got some viewers starting to stream in a little bit. Still waiting on a couple of players to show up.
Classic time torch.
Classic time torch.
Both sides technically, but it's okay.
What?
From both sides technically. I mean, both teams are taking a little bit to get their team in here.
Yeah, Belo's not on the right side.
Yep.
I don't even know who Rome plays for. He's on 5.2. Okay. Oh boy. Go on. Quit time torture, boys. We're like 5 minutes in. The pregame show's over. We had our discussions. I mean, we could go over the scores of those last games. So a 7-5 victory from FVR over 619. Really not the not the staple point that I thought like the noisemaker that FVR would be against that team,
Yeah, FPR's obviously been on a downward trajectory for a little bit now. I mean, they were a pretty strong team, I think, but with the recent changes, it's like a ranked passion stack more than an actual competitive team. I mean, they have a lot of people that play ranked 24/7. I think the passion's down over there at FPR right now. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, I see what you're saying. Now, Miami Neon 7-4ing Way. That was technically a battle of the two worst teams in this league.
Yeah.
And
Way is struggling.
Way has been really struggling here.
They're supposed to be the hot new team, with everybody changing their name to Way. You got ISO Way, Dean Way. You got all these players that come in. I think, I don't want to speak for them, but I think that they might have like a gunner problem. I think they have too many guns on the team. I think they need more supports. They need more, to balance out the team. That's just my opinion, but
too much gun,
I do
not
think
enough
that,
brain.
Yeah, maybe.
I
have no idea though.
I mean,
full issue, but
to be fair, they just played against a team that's too much brain, not enough gun, by playing Miami Neon. I mean, I'm not even being mean saying that. Miami Neon has always been a team that has worked solely off of their brain power.
I love it. When I casted that Neon game, Neon and was it Yuck, I think? Great game. I mean, Neon lost 7-3 or 7-4, but I love casting Neon games. They're very, very...
when they play.
I love it. It's amazing.
And then, on to the game of the week. I really can't say much because I didn't watch it happen. But just going over the stat line of Jeff Sicko being 21-6 in a 7-5 victory tells me that he had to carry his nuts off to get the team to where they should be.
Yeah, two aces that game. He was absolutely on fire. I did have the chance to cast it with Cardi. It was a great game. I loved every second of it. And that's kind of a problem, though, if you look into the future of like a playoff game, is they're relying on Jeff heavy. And when you rely on Jeff heavy, you take out Jeff. Like, they were triple Damos tracking him all throughout the game. It wasn't a very fun game for him, but it definitely was because he was like 21-6. But at the same time, they're relying on him way too much. They got to, get some other gunners in there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's very, very strong. So I think he will be their X factor the whole time.
Definitely.
But I don't know how reliable, time-wise, that can hold out. You need more than just one guy.
Exactly.
All right, so they were trying to contest Navy joining, but, he is on roster. They just never updated it, but there was a check mark put, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the holy where you are. All right, stretch is ready. And we might be having somebody change accounts.
All right.
Coat. Okay, they're all ready.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Nighthaven Labs, RPK attack. Yep. And let me pull up the match chat. That way I can have it. Oh my god, stretch Y. It's now stuck on my screen. Like, for the whole cast.
That's crazy.
Warning, high GPU load.
Uh-oh.
Why did Tom leave?
He'll be back, hopefully.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if he's not back by the time, I'll pause it. But we do have a Blackbeard band coming in.
Yep. Pretty common band. We see it every time. No surprises there.
Say very, very typical there. I mean, what as busted as he is rushing right now, it's just so common. The Monty band, another one you see all the time, especially on Nighthaven Labs, because he takes so much garage control that he's just a good band.
Definitely. The garage walk-up is Monty's specialty. And even downstairs, he can be useful in an exo take possibly, but I haven't really seen it too much.
I've seen him used a lot for the exo takes. Okay, Tom is back. Then the Cade band from 5.2.
Yeah. That just kind of shows what they're going to go for. They're going to go for walls, obviously. You know, you can't Cade, Bandit trick, Tubby trick. Now you got to just rely on Bandit and Tubby and Mute to keep these walls.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we see maybe some Bandit tricking, though. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
We don't see that enough.
That is true.
It's very, very hard to do. We do have the Valk band coming. So now we're loading in. Let's see some ops that get picked for this defense.
One thing I will say is on Nighthaven Labs, I feel like in console Pro League, we misuse Mav a lot. Mav is a very strong operator on a map like this, and like basically Clubhouse are his two specialties. And we don't really see much Mav. I mean, sometimes you'll see it with actual competitive teams where they try to do these nice setups for their attacks, because Mav can literally get any wall he wants. He's not going to be bandit tricked, he's not going to be Cade tricked, he's not going to be tubbied. Like, he can get any wall, and I feel like we missed that out on console Pro League, but in PC Pro League they do use him a fair bit.
At SI, Mav was probably, I want to say, the highest picked operator, just simply because of the utility that he brings. Like, not being stopped.
Yep.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
I assume it's going to be maybe an IT take here where you open up IT wall and you open up connector wall and you kind of just go for this. Seems like a very basic push, but it's basically a pinch effect here where you pinch down onto server and then you can probably take it. Maybe they have a guy walk in Aqua as Minko is taking care of a lot of the Raptors utility.
IT wall is now coming open. With, Navy losing his head off that peak.
Expecting that one.
Bit of a ballsy move there for him to just try to immediately upside down repel it. But it's just, that's just so common on console, like everybody peeks that.
Yeah.
Physics with the C4 prep, lets it fly. Ooh, just narrowly missing below. And Minko taken down from Tom the Bomber. That was a drop down onto that little like double window from blue door or waterfall to garage. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
That was just the common pinch.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a 5v3 early scenario. I mean, they have some of the walls open, but I don't know what they can do from this.
5v2 is Zemphy just slam tactical UAV. We do have players coming through connector. Zaholi just eats a ton of damage though, and they have bomb or diffuser laying in there. With vertical play coming, yeah. I think this one is over for RPK. This one is going to the favor of 5.2. As Physics is getting prepped to swing this wall, or swing this door, sorry. And there will come Physics with that swing after Zemfi laid up to a triple kill.
Yeah, they did a good job getting the walls open, but once you get the walls open, they lost man count very early. Obviously, the Thatcher dying and upside on rappel, but you just gotta kind of do better drone work. Maybe I don't really know what the full problem was there because the attack just kind of fell apart. They had the pieces. They set up correctly. I think they just definitely lost gunfights and just lack of intel. Maybe I have no idea.
I was gonna say, it just seemed like they weren't swinging properly into things. I mean, there was just a lot of random picks from just bad positioning on this attacker side. And it was coming from a defense who wasn't afraid to swing.
Yeah, it might be first round jitters, obviously. So, I mean, that happens to some teams where just the first round, they just need some time to get acclimated to the game. Maybe they just got on. I don't know. There's a lot of things that happen. But, I mean, I remember FVR back in the day. It was a fun stat. I think we were, for like 17 games in a row, we lost the first round. Like, it's just something that sometimes some teams struggle with. But we'll see how they can do on this next round when they will go below.
As you were saying, 5.2 is a very, very strat-heavy team for both attacking and defending. And they're pulling it out already with a like weird top side hold, with even up to a third floor extension.
Yeah.
Or sorry, second floor, I guess would be the right term for it, but second floor extension.
Yeah, I don't mind the hold. It's just you got to have good team comp and good team holding here, because you're spreading your defense very thin when you're doing these multi-layer holds, and obviously the refrag potential kind of gets a little bit low.
I believe they did drop that second floor. They're now all first floor. They have Dokkabeat and Mintcoat both up top, clearing it with a drone leading the way. Maybe we'll see some frags from above. Well, could be a very ugly situation for Tom. Yeah, yeah. I was just about to say, it was going to be a very ugly situation for Tom, as I don't think he knows Mintcoat is standing right above him. Now, did you hear about the rework coming for Nock?
No, I did not.
Yeah, Nock should be getting a rework soon as Mintcoat picks up a second kill with her. As now just full rushing in. He wants to swing roam clear and finds a triple kill on the roam. One more player still behind him. That's Visix coming from Cafeteria. They need the intel on him. I don't think they have it right now. But here comes a drone, and no, he's not even clear behind. You've seen the red dot. Oh, he's seen his red dot sight. And there is a C4 coming from Stretch. However, Mintcoat sprinting down now that they kind of know where Stretch is.
Oh, at him.
And Zaholi taking that kill off of Mintcoat. Ooh, bit rough. Physics dropping Animus and training himself with TAC UAV.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I felt like they spread themselves too thin. Mintcoat obviously got that frag potential. He just walks in, kills 3 of them, and those are 3 entry kills and no refrags. So obviously you're in a 5v2 scenario, which is virtually unwinnable. I mean, it's very hard to win that, but I don't know. I don't like the hold. I like the idea of it, but I don't like the execution at all.
I'll say, for the idea, that's a very good hold. That's honestly how I would say you have to do that. For the execution, that was a very, very poor execution, as nobody played off the refrag there. Nope, definitely. I don't know if they just didn't make calls, but they let Mintcoat just walk their whole team down. There was no adjustment made.
I'm thinking that maybe they gave up top floor too quickly. Obviously, Ram had that IT wall open and Vert onto storage, right onto Tom immediately. Maybe that's not favorable. Maybe you should kind of hold up there a little bit heavier, maybe play your life up there, but I have no idea what went wrong, other than probably lack of communication, lack of execution. So, yeah.
It's pretty lovely to see a 3K coming out. Like, I mean, we've seen 2 of them already. Both these rounds were won off of 3Ks.
Yeah. Really see the stars shine, definitely, in this game. A lot of strong players in this lobby.
We're seeing another upstairs extension here. And this time, they do have 7 feet currently up in second floor, sorry. Setting up. Maybe we'll see him get a pick or two from this, I would hope to. Or Minko is already taking electrical and he's rushed down by Bilo.
Yeah, they're not ready for the speed.
No, I think that RPK does play with a speed that is very hard to match for a lot of teams. I mean, I'm trying to think right now of what teams play like this in the comp scene that we know. And it's hard to think of any that come to mind, besides maybe the Order does on occasion. Barra's used to. Jaegerist, not quite that much. There's not really many teams that play with this sort of speed. FVR for a while.
Yeah, the FVR attacks, I was going to say, the FVR attacks can be deadly and they can be very quick. But, you know, obviously FVR lacks on the defensive end.
And there's a lot of teams anymore that they just kind of fizzle their attacks down and win their defenses.
Right.
More vertical being made for Bilo here. Vizix eating some damage. I believe that was Minko who pinched him into Zaholi. Stretch able to find TAC UAV. However, Zaholi gets another one. Roam Clear picking up Navy. Trying to keep this at least somewhat even. However, Bilo's there picking up his double kill on this round. And now Tom the Bomber's left in the 1v3. However, there really is anybody on this 5.2 team that could clutch this up. Tom is usually very reliable for them.
Yeah, Tom's a great player. Obviously, he's a little bit past his prime, but he can still shoot his gun very well.
I mean, he just kind of proved it right there. Picking one kill up, letting, I think it was Dokkaebi just run away from him. And now he kind of has to rely on this vert to deny this plant. It's just not going to happen. Because they're not planting anywhere default normal.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to find a spot.
His life on, I think, is a holy there. I mean, we're playing chess right now, not checkers. It's Tom going to pick up Zaholi, and now he kind of has to drop. Bilo did stick that though. And smart play, rotate out. Screw it. Tom, if I'm you, I'm just defusing.
Walking him down right now.
Nah, not only just walking him down, but running outside for it. And it will just feed Bilo that kill. I hate to be that guy.
Yeah.
If Bilo loses that, that would be such an embarrassing moment.
Yeah. Kind of a desperate play from Tom, but again, they do that upstairs hold and it just doesn't work out. They're not ready for the aggression. It's not like they're ignoring the hold. RPK is just kind of going right through it. They're literally taking their floor.
Too soft to hold up to what RPK is throwing right now.
Yeah, I think gun skill is definitely showing these past couple rounds.
I mean, absolutely it is. I do think, though, Tom could have probably stuck that defuse while being hidden. You know, he could have backed himself up enough in and made Bilo actually swing to him. There was no reason to really go chase that kill down, besides the other fact of that's just typical to Siege of if I'm clutching, I have to kill everybody before I can defuse. Nobody realizes or goes for the potential of just defuse it while they're alive.
Yeah.
My audio is like all messed up for myself. I hope the stream is good.
We are going to see a pretty identical hold from what we saw before. Just kind of, you know, having the bandit patrol. I do assume that they're going to get these walls open with the Thatcher Ace Anthem combo. So we'll see how they execute differently. Maybe they do more of an Aqua presence. Maybe they do more of a connected presence. I don't really know. But we should see what they do for this push.
He's only running up. Vizix right there on the jump out. I don't know what he was doing. Vizix taking the double there. Finally getting that refrag from Navy. I mean, but he just kind of let Vizix walk on them there. That's hard breach utility down. I mean, they still have Bilo up. He used his
connector.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got one left, possibly for this pillar wall, but they can rotate.
Honestly, I was gonna say, it almost didn't work, is they had that C4 ready from the stretch. And the bandit trick hits.
Wow.
Yep, that's hard breach utility all gone.
Yeah, this is virtually unwinnable at this point unless they could rely on their gun skill here.
I mean, they have to do something more than just a standardized push here, and they're kind of stacking Navy and Below in together, with Mintcoat being the one to go and backstab that pressure. They need that backstab aggression right now. However, they do still have Roam Clear watching that backside.
Reloading.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I assume that they're gonna... I don't know if they're gonna just try to funnel through this electrical doorway. Yeah.
Let's say, really, that's their main play here, is that they're trying super hard for that electrical door. Navy being aggressive coming up to these top rafters, but not able to find nothing. And now Mintcoat will have to funnel himself in through electric, as that's his only play left, is because as close as he is to it. I mean, he can rotate off, but what do you gain from that?
Yeah, 2 rounds where you have no Aqua presence. Obviously, Aqua can be a pinching point where you kind of have somebody sneak up Aqua. Maybe you have a Flores take out of early utility, and you have a guy walk up Aqua late.
If they did take out that early utility, it would have worked for him. Oh, Roam Clear just eats that. But the issue was they never took out that those Goyos that were over there.
Yeah. Else will burn till about 10 seconds, I believe, because they popped it at 30 seconds.
Yeah, Mintcoat needs to just rotate off. Cut your losses, go for the rafters push. I mean, he's out of time now, but
10 seconds to go.
that's the only thing he could have done. Instead, he's just going to hold it and maybe pray for a kill.
5 seconds to go.
Yeah, we're probably going to bait this.
Yeah, it's understandable too, honestly.
Yep.
Operators, you have run out of time.
I've got pizza downstairs. I might go grab a couple slices.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing 5.2.
I'll be back.
Purely. Alright. We're seeing 5.2 purely defending upstairs very well, and then as soon as they get downstairs, they're struggling so much. It's just a simple idea that they cannot hold this downstairs. Obviously, we're going to see control. We're going to see probably a mirror setup on the upper portion where you have the Mira looking into Raptors, and then you probably have your other Mira either looking in connector. Maybe they could put it downstairs. I don't really ever see it downstairs, so we're probably going to see the normal Mira spots that you could probably see if you go upstairs. Just where you have this common areas where you're holding upstairs, and then you could fall down if necessary. But usually you kind of play your life up here. I mean, it's just like attacking upstairs just by the fact that they're downstairs. I really like this setup and site for this high-level gameplay. I think it's a very good setup. We will see the mirrors kind of on this,
Locate a bomb and defuse.
in the same corner, which is kind of different and weird, but at the same time, if you're expecting to lose CC very early, I guess it makes sense. So, I mean, for this attack, you're going to see probably the main principles here. We only see 1 hard breach. I'd like to bring 2 on the control. I'd like to bring 2 usually, but we're only going to see 1, as he's going to use his 1 on a warehouse wall. Downstairs walls seem to be soft, and he's not going to have to use it. I'd probably use it on IT here, where you just kind of got open the main walls here. Minko, obviously the entry guy, who's going to see what he can do on this entry, taking care of any type of first picks here, because Minko definitely has that first pick potential here, but Zoli will be taken down very early by Castle.
So Vizic's almost finding that second one with attack UAV there.
Yeah, that would have been a big double kill for them and this defense. I'm kind of seeing a lack of ideas coming from this team. I think Bilo just gets it out there in sight. Okay, wow.
Yeah, there's so much offsite pressure that they're letting them walk sight down.
Yeah, I think they're going to rely on the vert holes above them too.
I'll say Rome wasn't. Rome decided he wanted to full push down in. It cost him his life, so did Stretch. Now it's down to Zemphy in a 1v3.
Wow. I mean, they just ignored that upstairs presence and they just walked in below. And this upstairs roam means nothing if you can't stop them from walking in through vertical holes. 1v2 though. Wow. I thought it was a 5.2 round, obviously off that 5v4. When you look at that 5v4 and you just see the fact that RPK has little walls open, little map presence. I mean, the fact that they just walked in, kind of an ugly spot for 5.2. You have to win those.
Site control for no return is insane.
Yeah, they had the heavy vertical presence, but that's about it. It's kind of an ugly round from them. But if they go 3-3 here and we switch to 5.2 attacks, 5.2 is definitely not out of this. Yeah, it's only 2-3, obviously, they're down a round, but they need to win this round. And they will be going downstairs, but they have lost 2 times, which isn't looking good. Maybe they simple it up. Maybe they just do a simple hold. I don't know.
Wow, Caleb. My buddy just messaged. He's in my chat right now.
Yeah.
He goes, "You're finally back from Boston?" I said, "Yeah, I got back Monday." He goes, "While you were gone, I sat in your chair and watched Danny work so he didn't feel like you were gone. Right, so he didn't miss you too much." Bro, I do more than that. I yell at Danny from that chair, too. I don't just sit there and watch him work.
Looks like we're seeing a little bit of an upstairs presence again. We're not seeing the full kitchen reinforcements, but we will see a barricade on that lobby side. Just to kind of give a heads up when they ever open up that barricade to do a lobby side push, because this knock does love lurking around and getting insta picks pretty early.
To be fair, it's been working for him. He already made his way through that meeting hallway. I mean, physics. I should have watched that. I knew something was coming. I seen him tucking that window close. He's up to 7 picks right now. Shutting down that
really
is massive.
Looking really, really good this game. I think he has like 2 or 3 first picks now. I think 3 first picks. He's doing a great job on those entry picks.
Well, in his defense, he is probably one of the best league players around right now.
Yeah, I've been sitting on Visix, I'm not gonna lie. Very, very good player.
I mean, you can't glaze him, but you can because out of the Premier Leagues that we play around and what we talk about, he's made finals almost every season for SWL. He's always done solid through every season of every league he's played in. He's always that X factor to a team, and we'll see Stretch picking up a kill onto Zaholi there. To continue that X factor talk, he just brings it. We're about to see Zemfi walk up on Bilo and find 1 kill, picking a second on a mate coat. Now leaving TAC UAV in the 1v5, and TAC was honestly about to walk in right there until mate coat was down, and then Zemfi picks that third up on attack UAV.
I mean, what a crazy round. To lose the first 2 defense rounds downstairs and then flawless them the 3rd time. I mean, if you want to talk about changing your defense up, changing your mindset up here, I mean, that was a great example. And now we're looking at a 3-3 split here, and I like 5.2 in this position. Their attacks, I think, are stronger than their defenses, and they are going to do some heavy opening of walls, pinching, getting rid of the utility. Obviously, we see that Flores if he doesn't switch off, and we're just going to see hopefully a slow, intel-driven round here from 5.2.
I was gonna comment on that, but I didn't see Zemfi pick the blitz. I was about to counter your argument and say I think we're gonna see something a little bit crazy and rush happy happen, and then he swapped off to go to the Twitch.
Yeah, I mean Twitch is fine. Maybe yeah. Okay, I didn't see the mute. Yeah, Twitch is said definitely for this mute jammers. Obviously, he's gonna probably Twitch open these mutes just so they can either A, get the bandits, or B, the Flores can take care of either the zombie barricades or anything, or maybe a shield from Zoli if he has one. He does have an extra southern rent, but yeah, probably for this intel. No Goyo. Obviously, we see a lot of Goyo usually because of that ACOG and fragging potential. no good on the field.
We did see Zemfi try and get rid of some of these bandits though.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, I'd rather see Tom open this up and bring his utility early. Tac UAV with a shotgun to Zemfi's face. Twitch off the board this early really hurts.
Yeah, he just swung electrical window and just kind of got a free kill. Kind of crazy.
And here comes IT Wall. Tac UAV kind of positioning himself very aggressively here with a C4 coming out. Almost finding Stretch. Honestly, a couple inches further to the left, I think, and further back, and he would have caught Stretch.
Yeah, he's playing this very aggressively.
I don't think Stretch seen him, though, on that drone. But it doesn't matter, as he whiffed that opening shot, and Stretch was there to lay the hate. I mean, you whiff that opening shotgun shot, you better be ready to accept some damage, and he did.
Definitely.
Look at Bilo, this little rat playing here. That's a single down. That's a second one for, I guess Tom took that one off Stretch, but still. Very close to being in his favor as Bilo picks up a double kill. Triple kill! Come on, he's coming for that fourth, and he will find it with that pistol, dude!
I was gonna criticize the Legion shotgun pick, but my bad.
Dude, I've learned to never criticize that Legion shotgun when Bilo's the one rocking it. They used to target ban him a couple times. I've seen it come out where they will target ban the Legion off the board just to deny him from using it.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Minko will steal the Legion from him, but we'll see the downstairs play. I do want to see if they do an extension. We're probably going to see something more simpler, as RPK is not that strat dependent, strat heavy, where they do these multi-layer holds. They're probably going to have a Roma third floor, but they're probably not going to dedicate too many reinforcements or anything really to it.
And I'd like to see them hold a little bit more aggressively up in this first floor area. Because there's all that vertical utility that can be used. From Zemfi, they switched off the sledge, but just if they allow this vert to be open, this B site becomes extremely hard to hold.
Yeah, definitely, and we're probably going to see an EXO take out of that, as we usually see an EXO finish from all these attacks. From the composition of this attack, we're probably going to see them kind of fight through this roam. We're not going to see any type of quick rush, quick plants. We're going to see just a full...
Just against the grain push.
Yes, definitely.
I'm inclined to agree with you. Tom the Bomber is trying to take this initial fight against Zaholi here. Both of them are, Zaholi rushed that hallway. He's kind of in the better position here, as he actually could play to rotate out down to Minko. Who is that outside? That was roam clear outside of that lobby entrance. And they don't really have anybody pinching in with him. Visic's able to find Bilo. I think that was either a jump out. Yeah, it had to have been a jump out. Holy, now being tracked by the Jackal.
They're doing good on time right now. If they probably get this second floor with a minute left, then they're doing really well on time, where they could do this EXO finish that I assume that they're going to go for.
Well, they are hard pushing in to try and take Minkcoat down. However, they're baiting it, Tom the Bomber straight into attack UAV. That was a good play to bait using his body.
Yeah.
Intact, thirsty for another kill, sets up to be aggressive and swings straight into Stretch, and he finds that one, finds a second one, taking Zemfi down. Dude, now down to a 2v4, Visix and Roam Clear. And this ain't by left alive that you want to clutch, it would be Visix, He has that gene in him.
Visix is that X factor of this 5.2 team, and it's going to be a tall task for him to compete 2v4 scenario here.
2v3s, he actually decides to even things up a little bit on Zaholi. And really, there's nobody else off-site, nobody watching above. They're just letting him have that first floor control now.
Yeah, I think they're respecting 5.2 a little bit more on this push. Obviously, Visic's still alive, and they're probably gonna maybe creep down EXO, creep down, maybe drop the hatch possibly. I don't really know what the full plan is
Rome
here.
making his way silently down cargo stairs. I don't think he knows or cares that there's a camera on him. He's about to be pre-fired by TAC UAV. And there it is, tackling a lot of damage. He's trapped into the corner, and Navy's able to pick the kill. That leaves Visix though with a perfect drop, getting a triple kill. He has to ace to win this round.
Seconds remaining.
And he honestly could right here. He just ignores TAC UAV as now they're not showing bodies to him because they know it's him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody here is dumb enough to go on that swing. Never mind, he finds Minko up to the quad. No!
Oh,
You have run out of time.
Minko almost sold that. I mean, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, those pistol shots would have been very close, but I don't think they would have been the dice to lay him out.
Definitely not. I mean, we're seeing Visix doing an absolute clinic in 5.2. He probably needs a little bit more help from his team here to make this interesting, but I mean, 5-3, they're kind of pulling away with it on these defenses. We're kind of seeing these attacks fizzle out. We're seeing, especially downstairs, where you just have tactical UAV on that Belusi just kind of walking up the stairs and getting some frags. I don't know. It's just.
I'm getting the glaze towards Visix. However, we can't leave Bilo out of this conversation.
Bombs if they can.
Yeah, Bilo's playing great. I mean,
Bilo's
Bilo
putting on a stellar
always.
performance.
Yeah, and obviously Minko, I think he had that triple kill on that knock round, but we haven't really seen too much out of him. Zoli, obviously not doing too hot. I mean, Bilo's kind of the star of this team right now. I mean, they have the two X factors of this game kind of going at it with both of the 11 kills here.
I was gonna say they've been trading each other out usually.
Yeah.
Hey, I do have a message that I have to give you, Frack.
Insertion.
Okay, yeah.
According to serials, you are a Jew.
Yeah, I can't say I didn't see that one coming.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb.
I mean, it is. Can I confirm these rumors?
Yeah. Yeah.
Frack, you are Jewish.
Yeah. Yeah, that is how it works.
Stretch going to be opening up straight into sight. I mean, I think that outside wall is nice, but you really can't do nothing with it as there's so much utility out, you know, off site to hold that. And he is coming over for the IT wall, thankfully. However, Zemke
Wow.
almost losing his life. That I believe it was a Bilo run out.
Yeah, with that pistol. Crazy if you got that kill.
And TAC not able to get the bandit trick off on the IT wall. Bro, this isn't pro plays. You're not catching nobody with that C4 doing that. It looked cool,
Yeah.
but it won't work, TAC UAV.
He merely just got drawn for it. Yeah, nothing crazy.
And Stretch trading gunshots with Minko. Luckily, Minko able to pick that kill up. A little bit of
Nice
lag
beat up.
stuttering going on here.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
It could just be me, though.
I'm chilling.
Yep. I like Rome using that Flores drone to clear his utility to make himself a way in. However, I hope he knows that there's somebody at the other wall, and he just misses his chance for a free kill on the Navy. Tom the Bomber taken down by Bilo with that shotgun. On a clinic run, here comes Bilo taking down Rome clear. And now down into a 2v5 situation, sorry. Zemfi has to make something work. However, he as low as he is, it's always one-shot range for that shotgun.
Yeah, Bilo's putting in work with that shotgun. 2v5 scenario, very unwinnable.
A bomb
So Holy's running outside and just running around. And Visix waited for him on that run in. I mean, good play. Almost losing his life, though, just to take that kill.
Yeah, they have to rely on their gun skill here, which is not good because I think RPK definitely trumps them in that scenario.
However, this Visix-Zemfi duo usually are very, very frag heavy. Yeah,
Definitely.
they were the missing pieces that 5.2 needed to lock in to be, you know, more into that high D1 competition area. I just don't think that they can display it when there's only two of them playing as a full 5-stack that can gun kind of the way that RPK has been.
Definitely.
And down drops, I believe that is Zemfi out there on the IT. Belo
Yep.
still chilling with that shotgun in hand, is able to pick up a third kill with it.
Diffuser has been
Now
dropped.
Visix is left in the 1v4, no diffuser, no time.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, just kind of the man that has, nothing to help win.
5 seconds left.
This one's over off time. No more kills will be granted, I don't think. Never mind. What the?
Operators, you are out of time.
Okay.
That's funny.
That's
Oh.
gotta be in the plays of the week clip because that was just retarded.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy
shouldn't have
that-
spoke.
that this happened.
I shouldn't have spoke.
Crazy that happens there.
But not that it really matters much as RPK does take that round and send us into match point. I think,
Yeah, I'm not liking the 5.2 chances here. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm thinking the Belo clinic might be a little bit more to talk about than the physics clinic that we're seeing.
Yeah, obviously Bilo on the winning side of this 14 kills that they both have. Obviously Visix gets 2 through the wall at the very last second, so his 14 is a little bit diminished, but still 14
There's
kills
gotta be a
either
little
way.
asterisk next to his 14 kills.
Yeah. And obviously, I mean, 14 kills is cool and all, but you gotta win the game to be talked about, and they're obviously not winning this game. I
Hey,
think the
you never
support
know.
factor of the RPK team, you never
If the
know.
last half of this match was anything to go off of, RPK could still lose. We're only in the second half of the game. It was 3-3 split last time. We could see another 3-3 split.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not saying I hope not because I'm rooting for both teams here. Both teams deserve some wins. I think 5.2
Definitely.
maintains their number 1 overall if they win this. However,
Yeah, this.
I'm kind of hoping that this one ends a little bit quick because I do have to set up for the next stream. Which is until 9, but I gotta import some overlays.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yep. As a person that doesn't have a PC, yep, totally. I'm getting what you're putting down.
Visix!
I do.
Holy! Flicks on the holy. Tonga Bomber able to pick up one on the Minko. We're down to a 3v5 defensive hold here. Zempi
Oh,
able
wow.
to find Belo as well. Taking not only their shotgun, but their top frag off the board. Intact UAV finding that one on the stretch. Rips the C4, whiffs the C4, re-rips the C4. And gets taken out by Zempi, who's, hopefully locking in, putting a masterclass on as Rome takes Navy down.
I think that round was driven by lack of respect. I think, RPK might have just been messing around, doing their thing, and they weren't ready for the 5.2 push.
I don't like discouraging teams by saying that was a meme round, but I am kind of more inclined to agree with you that they weren't expecting that level of aggression off of 5.2 because 5.2 pushed harder than they have any other time tonight.
Yeah, and obviously working off that first pick from Visix, who's still doing an amazing job. Obviously, he is now
Did you see
leading
that
this
Visix
lobby
first
in
pick or
kills.
no?
I did see this flick on the Zoli, yes.
That
I
was,
was
just stunning.
That was absolutely incredible kill from him onto Zoli, who's struggling this game. Zoli obviously is a really good player who's usually at the top of each of the board. Very, very
Currently, he's
weak game
actually
from him
having
so
a
far.
competition against Rome Clear of who can throw the hardest.
Yeah. And I know Rumclear too. I recently played a competitive game with him. Rumclear's a very gifted player. I mean, that just shows you the talent in this lobby. Because, yeah, these are 2 really good players that are at the bottom of the leaderboard on both sides.
So these are both teams kind of deserving of the number 1 spot in the league right now.
Defuse the bomb.
I'm not meaning
Yeah,
league in
and
general,
the-
I'm meaning of the league that we're playing in.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, this is merely for seeding, but
Yeah, I
very
was
good
gonna say,
game
this
that
is
we
pretty
got
much who's gonna end up where at the end. 'Cause I don't think this one really affects. No, actually, hold on. It could drop 5.2 down into 3rd place and move RPK up 2 seconds. Wait. No, I'm retarded. It would put 5.2 down into, I think, second place.
Gotcha.
Or did 619 or did FVR win?
FER won 7-5.
FVR won. Oh, so this is competition for first then.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, because 619 was undefeated up to this point. Yeah, forgot about that.
Minko being flashed out after laying some damage onto, I believe that was Zemfi out there, who dives into electrical after throwing his drone. We have Tom kind of, you know, he needs to get in there and help his boy out a little bit. Never mind, Bilo will take Zemfi down with a good first pick.
We're seeing this heavy upstairs roam. Heavy upstairs roam.
Very
I mean,
heavy
to see
upstairs.
the four
It's
plays
a
up.
being a good little dog. As, yeah, Minko took out Rome, who did pick up that kill on attack UAV. However, Zaholi's then taken out by Vizix, tying things back into a 3-3. However, Vizix eating a lot of damage right here from Bilo. As Tom the Bomber is able to pick that kill up onto Bilo up there, supporting his man. I think that had to have been a wallbang. Just off pure angling alone of it, had to have been. Live
Yeah, we're
out
seeing
going
it
on a
too.
Minko. What was that?
I was just gonna say, we're seeing both defenders off-site, by the way. I mean, they're both on second floor. I mean, they're retreating down the stairways now, but both of the players are still off-site, technically. So,
I don't entirely dislike that. However, we do see Vizix again stretch, diving the hatch. But Minko and Davey picking him up, leaving Tom the Bomber left in the 1v1 for the match. I think it's winnable.
yeah, if he gets this kill onto Vigil. Nope. Okay.
Remind, Navy will just
Right.
wallbang him as soon as he hears the steps come open.
Yeah, so I mean, that's what we expected. The 4-7, 3-7 game where...
I was gonna say, I'm
RPK
pretty sure,
just
did
kinda
we
beats the
both
thing.
say 7-4 to end this one?
Yep. Yeah. Perfectly
let me grab a
predicted.
screenshot.
Sadly. I mean, as a caster, obviously, you're hoping for closer games, but...
I mean, I was hoping for a closer game as well. However, I believe it being a 7-4 puts RPK up higher in the standings. I'm not going to say the numbers because I really don't understand the numbers. I don't know the numbers. I'm not even going to try and understand the numbers. But that does help them a lot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, because FBR wins, so that puts them up to 9 points, which would put them in first place, but RPK trumps that. RPK now has 10 points, FBR would be in second, and then 5.2 would fall all the way to third off this week, I believe. Yeah, that would make sense, because
That
3
would
points
be
per win.
Devastating loss.
And obviously that puts them near Yuck territory, or whoever wins between CC and Obey will probably be their opponent in the first round of playoffs, because it is cross-division playoffs.
Yeah, alrighty. Well, I'm going to end this stream here. That way I can start setting up for the second game tonight, which will be Void versus God's Favor. Hey, Frack, it was amazing casting with you, man.
You too. Very fun game. Very fun.
Oh, it was. Let me just end the stream here.